Everybody, I'm going to show you how to use Google Slides to create a stop motion movie. So I'm in a regular slideshow. I've already titled it here. I'm going to keep my theme this simple light because it's just going to be a plain white slide. I'm going to add a background, but don't use any of these other themes that have all these fancy things. You don't need them. You just need a blank space. So, and I'm going to go to slide and I'm going to select this blank layout. So all I have is a blank slide. So I can go into background and I can say choose and I can search, and let's say I want to do a beach. Notice that when I search for something in here, it's going to look for images that are labeled for commercial reuse with modification, which is nice. And so I'm going to pick this one and click select. So now I have a background. This is going to be my background on every slide. So now I'm going to go into Tools and I'm going to go to Explore. And I'm going to look for a beach ball. And I put PNG because PNG often has transparent background. So I'm going to go to images here, see if I can find a beach ball. Let me click on that guy and see what we get. Yep, see the checkered lines or the checkered boxes? That means that it's transparent. So I'm actually going to click on that and I'm going to insert it. So there's my beach ball. So I want this beach ball, and I'm going to close that out so I can see a little bit more at once. I'm going to actually remove that. So I'm going to have my beach ball roll across the beach. Maybe it'll bounce a little bit. So I'm going to click on this. Notice when I click on this slide, it's got a blue box around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me move this out a little bit. I'm going to start with it off screen, or mostly off screen, so you can kind of see what it looked like. Now I'm going to click on this and I'm going to duplicate the slide. Now it's going to be a lot easier if you do the hotkey, because you don't have to go to the menu every time. You're going to be creating a lot of slides. So I'll click on this and hit duplicate. So now I get a duplicate copy. So I'm going to move this out a little bit and turn it. Now I'm going to click on the slide. Now it's blue. Duplicate. I'll move it out a little bit and turn it because I want it to roll. Duplicate it, out a little bit, turn. Duplicate it. So I can use my arrows to see what it's going to look like. Okay. So I'm going to stop this recording and I'm going to do a few more slides and then I'll tell you what to do next. So welcome back. I created a single slide without a beach ball in it at the beginning and another one at the end. So I'm going to put a piece of text in here. I'm going to call this Beach Ball on the Move. So let's say that I want this text to last longer, because right now if I hit this and I use my arrow, it's just gone. I mean, it'll be gone in a fraction of a second. So I want this to last a little longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to duplicate this. So I want that on longer. I duplicate this, I don't know, a bunch of times. So obviously we can play this and see what it looks like by hitting the present button and then using the arrow key. And I can see what it looks like. But you don't want to be there all the time to have to do that. So how can we automate it? I'm going to go up to the File menu, go to Publish to the Web, and Auto Advance right now is set for 3 seconds. So I can say start it automatically and restart it after the last slide. That's a loop. So it gives me this link. So I'm going to copy that link and let me paste it in a new tab. So I paste it in. Now, this 3000 means 3 seconds. That's 3000 milliseconds. So if I change the 3000 to 100, look what happens. Goes a lot faster and you can see it automatically moves through the slides. So that's the magic trick. This URL actually has a little bit of code in it, so when we change that 3000 to 100, it changes what it does. So now that's your new link that you're going to use.